Oh boy. I have to bounce back fast. So I'm in my new role, and I had 2 successful days. Wow. Uh, I'm excited, and I'm certainly gonna keep going with this. I'll keep going. hmm I'll keep going. I'm trying my very best, like to continue like reading, and that's what I'm doing now. I just wanted to log in. Uh, I want to do that. I want to. I'll be honest with you. I want to retake that thumbnail, but I'm going to tough it out. I think I'm going to leave that thumbnail up. I'm going to leave that thumbnail up. The background, you know that where that's coming from, right? That is the. Uh, yeah, I have a loud computer. If my computer was well over here, you wouldn't. It would be. You wouldn't hear a thing. So, and the reason why I moved it up here because in my new work, I have to be able to uh, like do chat and things like that. So, yeah, that's what's up with that. I know I'm not. So I'm not technically supposed to. Ooh, my my watch hours are going up. Woo! So I, I I probably won't leave this one up. I just kind of just need to come in here. I need to get in here, or maybe I will. I don't know. But I needed to get in here though and just sort of just connect with everything. Oh my gosh! So I had to wake up. I'm working. So I'm working both of the top companies, and ooh, I feel it. I feel it, but I need it, and I love it. I love the reward of it, and this is a very special place. And I haven't forgotten the lives that I need to do, that I need to focus on. I haven't forgotten those. I definitely need to do those. And yeah, it'll get better. It's like um, it's a very odd feeling. It's like I'm crashing in, but I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm on time. There isn't anything missing. It's just like I'm gonna be honest with you. There's a part of me that just want to just go under the covers and just throw the covers over my head and just hide. That's the only thing I didn't really care for the whole. See, I mean, I may not have been a spotlight like you all, but it's a spotlight to me because I am put out there in the front. This is different from like just working at work. This is more like it's like there's an element of I guess it is an element of that being in the public eye sort of thing because I have to be that feeling the pressure of having to be you have to be absolutely stellar in communication, yeah. So it just gets to me some. I mean, when I think about it, as long as I don't think about it, and then I have to sound spiritual but not too spiritual, and therapeutic but not too therapeutic, and have a moral compass like a minister but yet don't be a priest. So it's like, be psychic but be but from I'm particularly I'm supposed to be more you know like patient and compassionate, so I can't be like straightforward, blunt, on things. So unless I say it, unless I say it the British way, if I say it with my British voice, then it's a go. Anyway, so this was a little bit all over the place, and yes, you're gonna be thinking, oh, like you're just here to drive yourself crazy. I'm probably am, but in a good way. I'm not in any, I'm not a wreck. So no, I definitely am positive that I feel good. Uh, that thumbnail, that's me like saying, I need to reach out. That's me. That thumbnail says reaching out. I think I should leave it there because actually just going live and hitting, clicking on let's go live today, even with this thumbnail, that's a start. So I probably should leave it up there. Start. So I probably should leave. Yeah, I think I will. I think that's best. I leave it up there, and I'm happy. Hmm. Yeah, the vertical thumbnail is works a little different than taking a thumbnail that is horizontal, where you can kind of prepare. But hey, like they said, they need to include, yes, you get what you pay for, but they also should say you're gonna get in the return what you prepared for. This is what I prepared for. Like if you prepare yourself like doing this and going and doing a quick shave, that's what you get. That's the result. So okay, that's my cue. Oh, hold on. I don't want to knock over anything. Welcome, it's a pleasure. Second Donald. Okay. Hmm. Right. Okay. Your pleasure. Welcome. A pleasure. Always looking out for you. Mm-hmm. You've been popping up in my visions over the past couple of days. I said, she's gonna call soon. Mm-hmm. I bet it was. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, let's take a look. Mhm. Okay. Well, I picked up that you've been trying to get back in the groove, trying to get back in the zone. That's what I've been focusing on. And of the past 2 days, and they told me that you will, and that you wouldn't need to leave or anything like that. It's like, no, you're gonna dig in right where you are and be quite successful at that. And yes, you've got the full on support. And they said that, yes, you're going through a lot of emotional things and you're having to make kind of like some spare of the moment decisions. And you're like even questioning, like, do you even belong here? And you are highly supported by your employer, by your boss, and by the company. You're needed, you're an asset. They don't want to see you leave. Talk about hating seeing you go. They told me over the past 2 days they do not want you to go. There you go. Say it. Beautiful. Beautifully said. Yes. Okay. Okay. Mm, mm-hmm. Mm, mm, mm-hmm. 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 Mm, mm-hmm. 1,000. I get this feeling that you're gonna help. Like your love is healing, and you're the only one who can do it. Carlos says you're the only one who can give him that love, that extra something he needs right now. He desperately needs you right now. He does appreciate. Mm, okay. Okay. So let's open up the door. He feels that you bringing him, but you brought him tremendous happiness. Even when times when you think that he's gone, like you said, he's gone out, he must be out of his mind. He says he's always enjoyed your like enjoyed you as his companion, your company. But he also likes, you fill all the boxes basically. Oh, you want to read the landlord instead? Oh, okay. I'm reading your partner. Your partner's like, that's my wife you're talking about, psychic. That's my wife. So that's definitely not the landlord. So let's look for the landlord, see what he's got to say. Okay. So right. Sure. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Right. So what I could see in this realm is I get the sense that the landlord, he's very happy. He's like, you will take care of your business. And he's like, it's a whole, the whole legal thing. He feels like he can be also friendly as well or cordial with you. The landlord, Carlos, is what I get the sense of. He feels that you are very stable. He looks at you as very stable. He likes that. Doing business and working with you, what I can tell. But he also likes being friendly with you as well, like the tenant that you like that's what's coming through. Hmm. She was looking for you to talk when you're in the car, as you described with her. She was looking for you to talk. She looked like she was calm, but on the inside she was very anxious. Like she wanted you to talk to her. It's like she was like looking to see if you were going to come at her. That's what she was waiting on. She was like, if you're going to think I'm going to sit here, she's like, I'm like, she just wanted to like go back and forth. She was looking for it. That's right. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Right. Okay. Okay. Well, you definitely the wiser. Hmm. Yes. Okay. Right. Right. You're the wiser. You are the wiser. Absolutely. She didn't get what she thought she was gonna get. Instead she got compassion. Beautiful, beautiful. Absolutely. I get the strong sense. Oh yeah. So let's go back to that. I didn't his first the reading that said that explains it all. I didn't even pick it up and put it away. They said that okay, besides what I already said, Carl, I know you don't really think of yourselves like this, but Carlos think of you as his life partner, as his life partner, and he believes that he said to me. The last thing I said was, he said Carlos says she checks all the boxes. You check all the boxes. Like you're the woman that he would be taking mom. He brings home the mama. Like you're the one. If he were going to propose, get on his knee and propose to a woman, that woman would be you. There's no doubt. If he was gonna, like you two gonna share last names, you would be the woman. If he was gonna have a family with, you would be the woman. If he's gonna be intimate and all that good stuff, all the fun stuff that come with relationships, you would be that woman. That's why he puts you in the car with his mama. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 Good. Mm-hmm. Right. Um, right. Well, I'm not seeing anything with that. I don't see any vibrations in that area. I can only detect this. Because he only showed me the like the mental side of it, which is he was looking and waiting for you. Like anticipating like what you've got going on. And he's like he's really caught up in you because he enjoys whatever happens in between he and you. Sometimes when you storm off or go off or go visit a friend, he's thinking in his mind that you're gonna have a great time and you'll be back. But he likes to give you pressure though. He likes to say, "So you meet any guys that look like me?" He likes to do that because it makes. To be honest, I know it's upsetting sometimes, but it actually makes him laugh. He finds it humorous. He knows you're not thinking about any other man but him. Yeah, all I can know is he was looking for you to reconnect with you to so that he and you can talk again. Hmm. Okay. No, he was laughing. I mean, he likes the way that he and you go through these tornadoes of emotions because you take him through the roller coaster, and he knew full on well that he wasn't. I mean, he may be in the doghouse for a little while, but he's not going to stay out there. You'll bring him back in when you're ready. Hmm. Hmm. Right. I get the sense that that was a bit of a reaction, and had you not asked, he would have wondered why. He would have felt like he was being rejected or something was off. So it was like you can't win. If you don't say anything, he's gonna be feel like you did something. If you do say something, then he's snippy. Hmm. He was in a realm of the emotions. He's like in a whirlwind of emotions when he's around you. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Very, very conservative. Mhm. Okay. She's just letting you know that they're just very conservative, the type of what kind of men they are. Like very conservative, very maybe they say right wing, kind of mindset. That's probably all she meant. I don't think she was trying to imply anything. Hmm. Right. I get the sense that he was very pleased. It's like it was respectful. I get that strong sense. It was a matter of integrity or respect. Like you said the right words that piqued his interest. Like very thoughtful of you. That's the energy I get from him. But yes, you said very thoughtful of you. Hmm? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. I get the sense that that was, what she was talking about. Like how women are like, girl, watch how these men talk. Kind of like, look, they're like this or like that. Yeah, that was a little bit of that element, where he selling you, you know, the guy tells to the woman, copper is stolen, things like that. And you're like, nope, I got backup. I think that was thrown for a loop. It caused him to kind of mentally recharge, like back up. You don't think he was ready for a witty answer like that. A witty, quick answer, like a return. I think he was, no, he was trying to put you into like a submissive, like he says that, and then you just get all, turn all red, because of what he said, because it implies that, like, you're a beautiful woman, among men who would take you up any day on an offer, that kind of. But instead, you're like, first of all, you're a grown woman and you're spoken for, and you got back up, and he just was not expecting that. Even though he was said that he was just joking, it was just meant to be a joke, but he wasn't expecting you to speak up. Most importantly, no, he didn't. He didn't think that. Not to the least. Not to the least. He didn't feel that you were being attention seeker. Not at all. He was just surprised that how quickly that you were able to speak. You have a fascinating character, personality. Not in a bad way. He didn't like think, oh gosh, this one talks. No, no, it wasn't like that. It was more like, oh wow, she was fast in her, you know, uh, giving out her retribution. Fantastic. She's smart. So he appreciates that. Yes. Okay. Okay. Mhm. Right. That's what that's about. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Carlos was very happy that you're there with them. I keep hearing she's mine, she's mine. And yeah, that's all Carlos is saying. She's mine, she's mine. Meaning you're his, you're his. Mm-hmm. 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 Hmm. I get the sense yes, because sometimes he's asking like, where is she? Like, where is she at? He's asking about you in his head. I mean, in his head. But sometimes he tries to pretend that he's not out like actively looking, but he is. Mm-hmm. Right. The guide says that he is actually he's in a good space right there. He's in a good space. Like he doesn't feel he didn't throw him off or didn't you say deflate him or anything like that. Like I'm just hearing him say, well, maybe the next time, maybe the next time, maybe soon. Like that's in the plans, that's in the works. That one didn't get him. Mm-hmm. Mm, right. Okay. Mm. Right. Right. Absolutely. Right. Yeah, see, that's what he was talking about. He's intending to, which I believe that's over the next few days, like a day or so. Like he keeps pointing toward the weekend as well. Like he keeps pointing towards the weekend, like over the next 2 days, 2 to 3 days. Mm-hmm. Okay. Right. Mm. Indeed. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. 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 Right. My guy says that I keep hearing that she will be, this time she will be on time. Like she will arrive early. Is what I get the sense of. Because it's like she really wants this to happen. Like she wants this one. Like there's a lot of reasons behind it. So now she knows the importance of this, like being on time. In fact, I'm seeing her being there a little early. She'll be there a little early, in fact. She'll be on time and a little early. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm. Okay. Okay. Right. Right. Exactly. No, he no, he got you zeroed in on him. You zeroed in. Like you already know what her path is. You're absolutely right. Of course her path is education. You're overseeing it. You're gonna make sure of that. No, you got your points across. Like I've got that area. Thank you. Absolutely. Hmm. Good. Mm-hmm. Right. Well, I get the sense that like you're taking charge, and I think that's a good thing. Like you're taking charge. Like like you can get all of the book stuff from the therapist, right? But then he didn't. Your ex doesn't apply any of it. Like in real time, he is being just as manipulative and conniving and all that as he always has been. Like, what's the point? You're like, he's defeating the purpose. So you're like, you're gonna be therapeutic in your own way, and he's gonna be fine with that. You're in charge. Fantastic. Oh. What I can see is, well, he hasn't gotten the promotion yet. That's not until, I keep hearing next spring. So it's still a little ways off, maybe like 4 months, 4 months before that happens, before there's like some type of promotion that he will undergo. He's still there. Yep, he's still aligned there. He's still, I guess, working there. He's like at, I don't know if you want to call it level one, but it's like he's working there, and then they're gonna see how things go. But they said by spring or March, then he gets his raise. So I'd say over the next maybe 3 months, 3 to 4 months, it will happen. He is making good money, by the way. He's making decent money, I should say, decent money. Okay. Mm-hmm. I see that he actually had been working in a new position that's paying him a lot more. He says, right, he went for what was like his worth. He's like paying him or being paid what is his worth. What he feel that means he went for the money this time. He didn't go just to get a job. Right. He went for the money. Mm-hmm. 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 Indeed. Well, I'm not really picking up in that vibration. I can only detect that he's going to be looking. I do believe he's going to be looking to see what you have going on. I do see that. I see him looking to see if you're going out or if you're around or where you are. He's definitely going to do that because he shows him walking through the door and searching you. I can see that part. Well, that's going to be in your own timing. But he still will look for you, though. But there's a lot to think about between now and then. Mm, a pleasure. It's going to be okay. All right. Now, where was I? Oh, mm, it stayed warm too. Good. Let's see what time it is. What is the time? Uh, I am here and it's live. It's live. Uh oh. Uh oh. I'm ignoring people again. My bad. Ignoring people again. Hello, what's up? What's it? It's like everybody's like, "I- I'm just working. I'm working. Doing the thing. I'm doing the thing. I know. I get pulled into readings, you all. And I really needed to like get a jump start and you know, I'm like a ball of light and people be like, you know, it's like I'm a puffer fish and then everyone else are dolphin. They get high off of my energy. Like they could tell when okay, they haven't been reaching out for me all morning since like yesterday. I go and I take a time off. I do something unusual like log out for a few minutes to go get a coffee. And this time I also grabbed a cappuccino, Michael Lotto cappuccino. Anyway, so I got that, and I was sitting here, and I was talking, and then all of a sudden, ring a ding a ding a ding, and it's the one that usually don't want to talk much, over talked the whole time, went into the per minute time. I'm like, yeah, you're just plugged into me. I'm almost guaranteed if I think I know how to like work the system. All I could do is order a hot meal and make myself available, and then you all will call because you're like, I sense you're going to eat a hot meal, and then you'll talk and talk until my food is cold. It'll just be sitting like outside the door or something. So I think I got the system worked out by now. I don't want to burn food, but I would say like if I like if I boil water on the stove, like if I though I was preparing something, oh yeah, you all will call. And then I'll be like at the end of the call, like I have to add more water to the pot because yeah, it has evaporated because y'all kept me on the phone for so long. It always happens. It always happens like that. Of course, I'm being sarcastic. I'm not going to do any of those things. But I'm just saying that's how it goes. But I'm pretty sure that if I did, that's the way it would play out. I also find that my best readings oftentimes is so I'm trying to work out something it's an energy thing. I find that when I'm a little bit hungry, I think my readings are more on point. But I shouldn't really say that because I haven't been fasting over the past 2 weeks, and actually I'm doing quite well. And I hadn't even checked my times or nothing, so I'm doing well. So, yeah. I think it's a little bit of a quirk up here. Yeah. So, I'm back. What is that? What is that? What is what? What is that? Hmm. I'm a psychic. I am a psychic, and I like to read for people. And sometimes, okay, so I have these weird hours. Like I go on, I guess, in the world at 3 a.m. That's when I make myself available because around the world is like 9 o'clock a.m. in the morning, and I do readings for the top company, very busy. And then I've taken up another superior company for America. And my body is like, oh, you've got plenty of time, a whole week, and you can, get a chance to read everything over. Yeah, they've given me, oh yeah, I have I've got like a coach, and so somebody who works with me as well. This helps me to, like, they know all of the metrics and things like that, and Yeah, I was one that personally works with me, all that. It's way bigger than the top. So I know which one is better. That's why I wanted over here so bad. Cause I was with a top company. I was like, I don't know what it is about that company, but I want to work for them. And now I know why. They're way bigger. Like it's my old company, the one that was superior, like on steroid, including in my tier as in my pay rate. Yeah, it my pay rate is every one of the ones that I'm working with all in one lump per minute. By the way, per minute. So I'm like, oh, that's what God was doing. It took some time. I am not gonna hold you on that. I mean, it took a long time. I'm telling you, like, it took so long. Now that I have it, I appreciate it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I won't let this one just slip. It took me so long. And then it took at least, okay, so February 1, it took 9 months. It took about 9 months to get, I mean, once I had did the interview, it took 9 months for them to get back to me. 9 months. 9 months. And it took longer than that to prepare for the interview. So I'm not gonna. I was like in talks. They were talking about like with the, different things and the pay and all that. So I'm like, I'm so happy to sign those contracts finally. But now I know why. It's tough getting in there, first of all. But if you do, you're consider yourself lucky because they're everything metaphysical, like the way their nature. They're professional as well, but they're metaphysical at heart, and they don't um, reward like in the other industries, which I think I needed it to, because it was like teaching me how to be, how to, I guess, how to function. You have to be able to talk. That's true. Sometimes people want to talk for hours, and that's okay. But this one, it's not like they don't require you to talk for hours. Like it has to be meaningful. They only reward meaningful readings, and they don't even want you to feel or even think that they will tolerate like you just holding people on just to hold them on. So I don't have to hold them people on just to hold them on. And they ask in a very like some companies say, can you speak long? Because if you can only speak 2 minutes, we can't have you here. Versus, you have to be able to work with people like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and so forth. Are you okay with that? And yes, they do hold you on. Yeah, people have held me on longer with my new company as well. But I was like, yes, I'm versatile and I naturally help people very quickly. I connect with very quickly. But usually it's a no-no, and also that puts me in an opposition because I know that I can give the person the answers, and I end up doing exactly that. Even if I had a day full of like perfect scores, if you just get one, they start acting funny with you. So yeah, it made me feel very uncomfortable reading for them, but that was where I needed to be in order to read for people. But now I'm like I'm in it's like all of that seemed to prepare me for this one. So there you go. For the company I'm currently with. Yeah, I'm beyond. There needs to be another word. Like, okay, they use professional and expert. So I'm an expert advisor. I'm a professional advisor. The other one they use premier. This is beyond premier. It's premier tier. I'm premier, but it goes beyond premier. Yeah. So that's all I need now. In fact, the one that's in my UK is 5 celebrity psychics. Each celebrity psychic is a star. It's 5 of them. That's 5 stars here. Of course, it's a small knit group. So right now I'm doing work with them, and oh yeah, my past 2 days of working with them has been great. But they gave me a lot of homework to do, so I need to do the homework, And yeah, so yeah, so which means I can now, yeah, it's gonna work out perfectly. I can now begin to contribute to the, to you all, to my YouTube channel. Yeah, I can work with my YouTube channel now, or TikTok. It's interchangeable. Oh my gosh. I added that. That was necessary. So today I've been working with like twin flames, and they're like, yeah, I'm like little hot daughter, little hot little girl. You was not leaving the twin flame I set you up with. I just talked to the lady, and he's like, I said he gonna get a ring. She called back. Yeah, he got a ring, and she's like, yeah, I'm not sure, like my parents. I'm like, do you love him? Do you love for real? Do you love like, girl? You don't mess up my psychic ring. You know I predicted a wedding. You know you're being married off, little girl, to that little boy, and you know you love each other. They're adults. They're full on adults. I promise. So I gotta getting a couple, getting some twin flames already prepared, getting them married off. I got a couple that's like, you know, they're the couple that have the perfect relationship. They drive each other nuts, but they don't want to. They say they don't want to marry per se. And he knows how to make rings, and he makes her rings of it. Like, you want a ring? You want a ring? So he goes and makes her a ring, and that's more precious to her than thousands. I mean, the way she speaks about it, it's like more precious than thousands of dollars of one ring, because it's what goes into him. It's special when people do something special, or they have the ability. Like in his case, he knows he can actually make rings, and so he makes her rings and things like that. Anyway, so uh, anyway, everybody, all the twin flames. Okay, so what they're feeling is over the past month and a half, because it started as we were entering into October. You could feel the presence of your soul connection, your soulmate, or your soul tribe. In my case, I'm feeling soul tribes. So, yeah. So they get people get a little bit like, come on, universe cannot be doing this to me. Universe always like tricks me, like shows me something and then takes it away, and I'm like, nope, it's the real thing this time, sweetie. Yeah. And so she can't. So my one I'm referencing, she can't believe that like he's already getting the rings. Like she's like seeking, it's like searching him through and through. Like well, what about this? What about that? What about this? What about this? Like there's no getting around this one. No, seriously, he's gonna propose. Wait till 2025. You've not seen nothing yet. Right now, it's just they're feeling the energy of 2025. Wait till we're actually in 2025 and everything is happening in real time. Mm. Oh yeah, that's gonna be amazing. Hmm. Yeah, we've had a pregnancies, from couples who were trying, and to no avail. We've had that happen. So yeah, lots of beautiful things. This happened this year. Businesses, lunge, a lot of those. And that's what this year is about. So the next year over is about the human heart. It's going to be all about feelings and emotions. But I'm in an accelerated level. I have to be like, I need to like I cannot wait to like snap into place over the next. I can't even wait a week. Like I need to I need to get the all the work done in one day that I'm thinking of in my head. I'm like I can't wait till next Tuesday. I need to do it like now. Yeah. So And I guess that's why I hit live, go live, and I was like, I need to get started on this. Yeah, like hit the ground, as they say, be the gazelle, hit the ground and running. I'm like, my little feet are like, just running. I'm more like a spider. When I'm not being a. Oh boy. Oh. So, so that was the reward. So that's what a reward is. Oh, but I need to really show out for the gods. I'm telling you. Anyways, I do have um, some additional lives I've added. So I've got a lot of lives that are actually unlisted that I could choose from, but I've got one particularly in queue. But I was like, I could do that one now, which I'm not in the mindset to talk about something so serious. So I said, no, 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 don't do it. So I might do it later on in the evening, and then I gotta set up my schedule. I've already fulfilled most of the hours, but I realized that I wasn't gonna sit here for like a total of 6 hours. Oh, it's so sneaky. Like, first of all, like the way that it works, usually like if you have pop up, like you hear a bing, a ding, 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 something that alerts you. Like I have to like be like right here, and then it just quietly just comes up. Well, everything turns red, and then my favorite color. I love the fact that they reversed it rather than having everything in red and it goes green. It's more like I love the green as like peaceful, tranquil, and then the red is like let's go. I don't know why, but red just makes me want to break the rules. So I love the fact that it goes red, and then I'm like, it's go time. It's like it's talking to my soul. I love those colors, the color scheme, how it switches over, but then it pops up and it's like, okay, so I'm chat. I'm getting a lot of those, by the way. I'm getting just as equal as chat. I could tell I'm gonna be very busy, and they haven't even. Now we have 3 or 4 features. I can do, I believe, email readings and as well as, of course, chat or text, if you want to call it that. Also, phone readings, which I love, and and um, yeah, and everyone's well, there's more things on that. Okay, video. Yeah, I could do video. So I got to figure out how to make my video look pretty. I need to come up with some. Yeah, I need some lights and things. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna build it up. If it looks excellent in that feature, yeah, it's gonna look excellent when I do live streams on my YouTube channel or TikTok. Oh, what I was gonna say was, yeah, they had me in a position where I'm 1,000% for like without a shadow of a doubt. Like they were like exposing my behind, and like anybody like walk by just smack it like like they made me they deliberately had me in the vulnerability positions and left me with no support, no backup, and it's like people just run rampant on spirituality, and oh my gosh, not this one is not like that at all. This one is full covering protection. Of course I'm obligated to be professional, no doubt. Um, I love it though. And meaning when people talk with me in the old one, they were absolutely like just obnoxious, to be honest, to read for a lot of them. There were a lot of good ones too. But this one, everyone, at least for now, everyone is being so sweet, so kind and respectful. And they say thank you. Like the better clientele. I love the clientele there. The culture there. The space feels spiritual. The other one feels like a train wreck. Like you're having to do readings in the middle of a train wreck. Like lots of train wrecks. There's lots of wreckage. I like this one because they develop a culture where it's when they walk in, you walk into a temple, you walk into a spiritual, psychic driven space, and there's respect for the reader, and that's the reader is respectful to the one seeking the answers from the for the other side. And with that, I can answer any question a person likes. Unlike the other ones, it doesn't. It feels like that they're going into McDonald's. Like, hi, may I take your order? It's like I'll have like no onion, no pickle, no, no lettuce, no tomato, and a water, a large water, and quickly, and quickly. And then like, well, by the way, while you're at it, drop down the fries. I know I didn't ask before, but do that. And all I want is just the sandwich. That's it. Nothing more. With my fries. All right. Click. This not even not thank you or have a great no. Click. Like I don't have those kind of conversations. Now I do people do test me with the one from the UK. Yeah, they try to get a little, but I can give a little. I can give a little. They are nowhere. Their obnoxiousness, America's obnoxiousness, is on a whole other scale. Now, this kind of breaks my heart. Australia or New Zealand is really in the news right now because, as you know, the whole world has its history. But Australia, when I read for Australia, they're so polite, so kind, and they always like they greet differently from like apart from everyone in the world. They say good morning, like they'll say good morning in a way that we say good evening, or the way they say goodbye. Like instead of saying goodbye, they'll say good morning. I love that. They're very. They have a charm. They're very charming. Now, with that said, there's some there's some things going on that is they I'm working with a client actually who is from the people's ancestry, and they're yes, I already knew that all that was going to blow up and all that because actually I'm talking to a PhD person who's actually teaching on this subject and writing a book on the subject and doing archaeological work on the subject and doing historical records and things like that on the subject and working with projects that become organizations that are academic and that's meant to be taught in the universities. So I'm working closely with yep. So we all yep. So yep. And here it is. It's happening. And it's like I had to connect. My job was to connect the psychic side because they didn't. Some people don't realize that it like the histories affect us not only monetarily and like yes you'd say well no seriously these kinds of people they have they have the guns and the shields and they've got the all of that the armor yes but it also affects you psychically spiritually all in all levels health it affects in all levels and I was explaining that and yeah a whole nother conversation on that but they needed it and she's a bright woman so smart so smart and so now I understand them so now that they were flooded on the where they kind of brought it all out into the open now I understand the full picture of of what's being corrected here through the the first year of age of awareness. We're on our way to our first anniversary. We're having left the age of Capricorn. Oh yes, it's all about sifting through the information. We don't have all the perfect information, but we get to go through all the information at the conscious level, the higher conscious level. That some people call it the Christ conscious level, but the consciousness that says through when you're looking at it like what is correct information or what is not. Mm-hmm. What is a better information? What is a wiser information? Also, what's the compassionate information? We're going through all the dogmas. Mm, yeah, it's going to take us a while, so get comfortable. Get comfortable. Because we're going to be in this for a while. Because Pluto keeps going. I mean, it keeps going. It's like, make up your mind, Pluto. Do you want to go into uh uh into the 30 29 degree, or you want to stay in the 0 degree, 29 degree? It's like, come on. But either way, it's still, because it's the cusp. It still is Aquarius. Still is Aquarius. Where, let's see where it's at now. Hold on. I know it's in. I know 1,000% it's in Aquarius, though, by the standards of the new astrology alignments. Welcome, it's a pleasure. Yes, yes, please. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, a pleasure. Welcome. I hope you have an amazing day. May we start our reading today. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, I get it. I get it. I get it. Um, so the way that I like to help with these, if you have questions, kind of like you plan them out or written them out, I can go through each question if that will be more useful to you as a tool. I could be your tool if you like, because sometimes we can do general readings and you're like, okay, I need you to focus here. So we can do that from the very start, so we have all our time to answer all the questions you need answered today. Okay, we can start there if you like. I'm ready for your first question. Mm-hmm. Mm. Okay. Okay. Got it. Well, let's take a look. Let's take a look. It felt like there's options, and also looking out for oneself to take things higher, take things to a higher level. It felt very much like, even though you may have other plans, maybe other plans that may guide you in a particular direction, it was, I still believe in the dream. Like, you might say, well, my dream is, and maybe my vision is different. Maybe I've altered it some. But then the person you're referring to is like, well, I still believe, I'm still working on this dream. Like, this is my dream, the current one that we have, that you might say, I'm I'm accelerating now my dream into other, my dream is becoming transformed into other things. It'll mean something different for me. If I say 2025, for example. Well, it's like more or less taking over of a vision maybe, but personalizing it to himself. That seems to be his, what do you call it? That's his intentions. That is his intentions. And a lot of sharing, like partnership as well. Oh my, he's working with people behind the others, working behind the scenes. That's what he's doing in this month of November 2024. Are you aware of that? And they said it would be conflict. There's conflict here too. He's going to be trouble for you, perhaps. I can see that. Mm. Mm. Well, it could be conflicting because it's like, it's that feeling, I don't know if it's a feeling of being left out, or a feeling of him, like his vision colliding with yours in a, like an oppositional way. I get that strong sense. It's like it's going to be redesigned, or something like redone. Something is happening where like I see him. I don't know if it's him taking charge and making, adding his own little spin to it, but it's something that it's something in the partnership department. He's going to start new beginnings, and it's going to be, It's going to look different than before. He's going forward with something with the business to make it go forward. He's going to give it his all, his investment of time and energy, and create partnerships. And it's going to look different than what maybe the original description was for the company. It's going to look very different in the upcoming months. Very different. That's what I mean by conflict, because you may have different ideas or even opinions, but it's going to be contrary to his, I believe. Over the next, they say 2 months. It's going to take him 2 months to do this, but he is trying to. It may be in a good way. Maybe this is what you wanted. Maybe you wanted to step out of the way and like, here, have at it. But the way that the vision is describing this, he's definitely taking a firm stance, or a position in this space you call the business. He is doing that for sure, no doubt. But I see others around him as well in the dark. They kind of like stumbling in the dark, like administratively or behind the scenes. He's moving behind the scenes, making things happen. It's him, is what I could see. They talk about a loss of something, and I think this is more speaking. Well, it kind of speaks to both of you, but they said that subsequently there could be like the feeling of a loss, or like I'm cutting my or like detaching myself from this, and it might be that I intended to do it anyway, but it's something a bit of a it's like a bit of a burn. It's like I don't want to be there, but they're also doing things there, and I'm the one that maybe built it. Like I established this. Like I worked very hard in this, and here they are. Now they're all of a sudden they're doing these things I told them they needed to do while I was there. I would have stayed. I would have helped. It's that kind of feeling that was I ever included or actually? But then on his side, he's also rebelling. He's like, I'm gonna do it my way. It's like I might have lost the connection between you and I, but now I'm gonna just make it my own. So it's like this energy that's burning between the two of you that says we're in conflict, we're bumping heads a little bit. Maybe not directly, but very indirectly. Like maybe it's the intellect part that doesn't agree. That's not agreement, is what I can see. And this is reading at the highest vibrations, by the way. But it depends on what you want from the situation, because this could actually turn out to be in your highest favor, or it could be something that you didn't consider. Maybe you didn't anticipate it happening the way that it's happening now. Mm, sure. Okay. 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 Right. Hmm. Well, right. Okay. So the partnership that I can see is it felt so when they use it here, they indicate that he's working with other people who he's partnering with in order so that he can be the one who's doing the creating or designing. So it's like he's here he comes with his own blueprint. He brings in partners, other people other than yourself, and having those people work with him, and then somehow he and you not working together. Somehow it ends up where he and you are not working together in the long haul. Like they said, 2 months though. 2 months is like he and you are not even like there's things happening there that is in plan to be sort of like brought into fruition that he hasn't even talked with you, discussed with you, things that he intends to do. So that's the vibe. That is the conflict that they're describing here. Well, I think it's because both of well, besides I believe your dreams or your vision. When I say your vision, his and your vision are very different. Your vision is different from his vision. And then, so we already answered that part. Let's answer this specific one. He said, why is that? Let's answer this updated question. I believe why this is because he really wants to be in charge of it. I think that this is his way of saying that he finally has something he can call his very own or his independent. Like, this is my own. This is like I get to make all the decisions. He's the pentacle. I think that's the reason. He just wants to be the big Machusma, the big guy. He wants to be the top. I believe that 1000%. Even if you said, well, I would have, I mean, he could sit in the seat. I don't care, but he could still let me partner and still let me help. But it's like he also wants to be the one that come up with the bright ideas, and he just wants to be like be in charge of it all. That's what he wants to do, and bring in and select who he wants to work with him. That's why he's doing it this way. Very difficult to work with going forward. Oh my goodness. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 Well, they did say that you will rise above this, like the phoenix. I mean, and it will be a surprise. They will be surprised, those that you are the author. Maybe you did a little bit of co-authoring as well, but that you were always there, and that's being promoted a little bit better. You being acknowledged for your gifting, that not everyone can do. If there's a gift, and then there's skill sets that some people have through experience, right? But then there's you got the gifted area, like this vision it comes from you, right? It comes through you. So they're acknowledging that they are truly, but they also believe this: you're bigger, and you're going into a different way, where you're growing, and even growing to where you're also yourself being, as you would say, top of the top, the pentacle as well in your own right. By the way, I do see that as well. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. I get this sense that okay, besides him being extra sneaky and secretive, okay, besides that, I get the sense that he 1000% believe that you've got amazing other things going on. Like I see no ill will or foul language or harm in your way. I see only, well, she's brilliant. She's going to, do her thing. She's going to expand and grow, and my focus is here. So it's like he thinks that in his mind, you're going to create something so amazing that you're not even thinking about him. You're not even looking over your shoulder at him. He's thinking like that terms. Like you're so brilliant and so on point that you're just gonna make something much larger for yourself. Like you've gone a different direction, and he says, "Okay, well, I'm okay with that. Of course, she's gonna do that. She's brilliant. Trust me. She can. She's gonna do it." So he's talking to me like that, not like being negative. Like finally, she's out of the way. Nothing like that at all. He just thinks you're just going to just create something bigger, something better, bigger and better, and you're going to be in your right path. And he just accepts that. He understands that that's necessary as well. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Large. You're going to be living large. I see. I was refraining from using the word perfection. It's like the perfect space, the perfect timing, is like the perfect group. I know people are like, please don't use that perfect word, but it's a perfect scenario in which business happens, and it's a launch for you. And in fact, your business launching is no coincidence, because this is the year of that to for business to launch, and it sounds like you're gonna. I've been hearing hit the ground and running all morning. Like hit the ground and running. Like your business is gonna hit the ground and run and take off. Is what I'm saying. It's going to be a very different 2025 for you versus a 2024 was about structuring and infrastructure and setting it all. But now it's launching 2025, and you're going to have a totally different experience, including your traffic, your business. people who you're going to do business with, I mean, is even they are going to be different than this year. I see a great deal of money made and lots of partnership, like connections with people, just by way of way how money is trafficking to you, it's getting to you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Okay, well, let's take a look. Okay, okay. Universe. Okay, so this is a different method to make sure that there's no information bias. Okay, so if I may go ahead and spit it out, Spirit World naturally said, "Don't go, please don't go back." But now that we got that out of the way, let's read. What if I choose to do so anyway? So they say that first of all, you're at the hot right now. Your reputation on paper is looking. Your image is beautiful. You have a beautiful, like a precise expert image of yourself. Your public profile, your public image is fine, perfect, right? Healthy, beautiful, healthy. They use the word healthy, and they also see you as signs of growth, and that you also left, or like you didn't. Your meaning your image. Okay, now they're being a little bit more detailed about what do you mean by image. My image. They mean that you don't have it. Like your reputation is not tainted. Like there's not ethic issues or anything like that, or like burning bridges. So there, when it comes to like the legal work, they say that they believe you're a hard worker, unclear of what you're doing. Like you're a bit of a mystery. Like they don't know exactly what you're doing, but they know that because they know you're putting stakes or real estate in the business. They know you're creating a space for yourself. They know that much, but they don't know too much. They don't know too much. So, which is that's great. That's fantastic. They'll know what you're willing to promote to them. When you're ready to share that. But that's what they're saying. That's how they view you now. That means yes, if you were to, let's say, go back, they would embrace you. They absolutely would. They would embrace you because of your track record. But I just, even although I can be honest, I get the sense that you're meant to set up a business in a way that if you were to go back, it's going to be where you're independent, where you're also like you're able to, like you would say what the contract rules are. You'll be negotiating it differently than you have in the past. So they're going to see you much bigger. Like, okay, she's come back with all this wealth of knowledge. She wants to work with us. We're lucky to have her. Like she wants to negotiate with us. Let's go to the table. That's the way that I see you going back. If you decide to, if you decided to. So not going back means not going back in the same way you left. It won't be the same. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, two things they said that you needed to do. You needed to definitely be in that, create that space for the media part, the promoting part. You need to do the PR part. You do need the PR for yourself. PRing in this context meaning creating a story, like just create a very specific story, intentional story that tells a PR that tells your story about your breakthroughs, your success, what you've learned, all of that. And this is the new me. This is what now you're firmly established, and you're welcome. You've got the foot in the door. But you do that, and you will come with power, like a power to be reckoned with. They will recognize you. They already do. Like you said, it's nothing against your what they call it, your public image. That's important. They said that there's nothing on your public image is not tarnished to begin with. So you coming there with with this wonderful, perfect PR move, that is going to brighten up your day. It's going to brighten up the your space. But I love the fact that they wanted to be very clear. You're creating, you're creating a space now for yourself that needs to be respected in your niche. You're creating a space. Okay. Mhm. Mhm. Right. Create like people try to find. They say some people try to find a niche, and then there are needed niche that no one exists in. It's like a new property, and in a new property you have a new house built on it. You're doing exactly that. Yours is a career. You're creating a new space where that did not exist before, and you're creating it, and it's going to be your very own. It's going to be yours. That's what I see. You going into this new sector. This new sector. That's what I see. Brand new and improved. It's a version of yourself that has grown and has developed, and you're making room for yourself, and there is room for you. There is room for you there. In fact, over the next 2 months, that's what this new year represents. It's going to be very fast, actually. Very fast, the way that this manifests. Yeah. Okay. Bye. Dang, get to work. What are you waiting on? Oh yeah, it's by the way, it is on the 29th degree. It's 29. So this is I stated. I hadn't even checked and I already knew it was on 29. Don't ask how I knew. I just knew. Yeah, that's Pluto by the way. Good. Um let's get this shuffled up. What day is it? Oh yeah. I gotta I gotta focus. How long have I been here sitting here? Um this is okay, a little bit of more than an hour. A few hours. I just need to do some work. Okay. Mm. Let's see. Yeah, I need to put make that a little hotter, and make it a little hotter. Okay. Let me push that to the side because I can always come back to it later. Okay. There. Okay. Now let's see what goes on here. Oh boy. Mm, yeah. Okay. Whew. Ah, yes, yes, yes. I know, I know. I know what I did. I captured the prophet's reward. I know. This year is where it counted. I won this semester, and I captured a position where I'm professional and expert. Mm, I did. I got the top position I wanted by way of I had to challenge, the prophecies to do it. I had no other choice. It's not something that I sought to do. It's just that they left me no choice. And by doing so, oh, by the way, I've got so much to talk about. Oh, remember when I said, oh, well, I found the article. Every time I talk about Putin and people's prophecies are like, nuclear. I'm like, no, no, Putin does not want nuclear because he doesn't want to wait 20 years for the land to clear. No, he wants to enjoy and say, look what I've done, look what I've done. So I would pull up an article, and Trump wants to make there a no troop or military zone, and it's like 20% of Ukraine, and also uh, 20, it's for 20 years. 20 years. 20 years of no fighting. It gives Putin's military rest, which also solidifies when I said that our President Trump was going to lean in, and as Putin is leaning in, says, "I'm not giving up the land. I'm not. I want Ukraine. I want Ukraine." And then President Trump is saying, "Look, you are getting your guts like mopped up from the battlefield. Yes, you got a lot of people. Yes, a lot of yes, yes, yes. But it's not good for either side." And yeah, and the number he chooses is 20 years of quiet, just rehabilitation of Putin's military. These are things I've been talking about in a lot of streams, and this is the article. Oh, I have the article as well. But I'm gonna actually read the article in the live stream that's specifically where it's talking about the the powers of the in the world scene. Oh yes, and you know what's gonna the drama. There's even drama because here you have okay, you have Putin, right? Well, first of all, no. You have President Trump, and then you have Emperor. I want to call him an emperor. You have Emperor uh, Kim Jong Un, and they can't stand each other. Then you have Putin, who's friends with Trump, and then you have Putin, who's friends with Kim Jong Un, and of course, Kim Jong Un and Trump are not friends. And when Kim is over here, he's at home. Trump is like talking with Putin. And in my head, I'm imagining when President Trump leaves, Kim is like FaceTiming. It's like you have a conference from Kim Jong Un of Emperor of North Korea. He's like, so how you doing? I'm fine. So what did Trump have to say? Drama, yeah, drama, the drama. Gosh, drama. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm gonna have fun doing readings. Well, and Kim Jong Un is, I mean, not saying he still isn't like trying to rear up on South Korea, but right now he wants to get onto the world stage, and of course, by way of the only way he can get onto the world stage is by way of Putin, is his by proxy way to getting onto the world stage, become a influential power. Is what he intends to do. And I'm pretty sure there's a future forecast where South Korea and North Korea got to. I know America's going to be standing with South Korea. Yeah, they already told me. Yeah, they run expert drills like these drills are like no other. They're not for play. They're like the drills they said are amped up. They've been preparing for years, and and yes, kind of like America said they're going to stand with Israel, and they weren't lying. And also, President Washington made a covenant with Israel as well. So, in America's Genesis, you know, uh, the first president made a covenant with Israel. So there you go. And also this liken to USA and South Korea is like they're gonna be standing next to say South Korea like not happening, not happening, Kim, not happening. Drama, drama. You want the drama? Oh yes, oh yeah. And so I have a feeling. Well, I'm getting some psychic tingling. I have a feeling that you know, uh, Kim Jong Un has the same kind of mindset as a lot of the U.S. people have, that Putin is this great mega force, but you know, but then the little brother Ukraine, it wasn't supposed to be able to do what little brother's supposed to be able to do. They swinging from the ground up. They're like from way down here, like. and and President Trump is like, Putin, President Putin, you are getting your guts mopped up off the battlefield. Look, this has got to stop, just stop. So that's how. Anyway, yeah, I can't read that article, the full article, and I was like just kind of briefing, being, going through it. And so he's like, so Kim is like, yeah, Putin's gonna do this, gonna do that. Just like other people like, yeah, Ukraine's not gonna, Ukraine, but they now they like years have passed, and Ukraine is like David like in the lion. David in like battling a like wrestling a lion, taking on Goliath is like like and brother like yeah, those prophecies are not quite fab. The one I'm gonna give them this one. They did get one right. They did. Trump did take office. They got that one. That's the one out of the rest they got. Then they start coming back with the, I see dooms. I see doom. This doom. They started that. They started that again. Oh my gosh. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. And whew, so their prophecies are some as stuck. Their prophecies are stuck, I'd say. Yep. And uh, we captured the trifecta. Yep. The circle is, besides it could represent a halo, is the covenant, but the trifecta. Oh yes, God. Well, the Trinity was like, look, stop trying to split up. My son and I. Stop trying to cross divide. We are one. We are trifecta. It's like God responded, like, yeah, yeah, yeah. God. This and that. There's no such thing as the Trinity. Uh huh. Now you know what a trifecta is. A trifecta is a trinity, and it's a perfect working system. Perfect for an imperfect system of the world, political republic system. But the method, the process is perfect. Perfect. Anyway, yep. Now this is a very delicate area because this is, if it's going to happen, this is what it would take for an authoritative to take place if it were to happen. Now we know if the process as we are predicting is so perfect as the forefathers understood it to be, there is this counterbalance of weights that can even put in check the authoritative element. Yep. Mm-hmm. It's in that judicial part. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Which I talked about it. And I even said which, okay, so there's adjourn sendai, and then there's sendai adjourn. I talked about that. I said, the one they're going to use is sendai adjourn. Because there's adjournment sendai, and then there's sendai adjournment. The sendai adjournment, that's the one they use. Mm-hmm. And I predicted that one too. Yep. Mm-hmm. So I said some numbers. I said specifically 20 years. 20 years matched. I said 20 years of don't want to use a nuke because 20 years have to wait for everything to, no way. I want the land now, and I want to be able to brag that I got the land, and boss over all parts of Europe and Ukraine and so forth on. And I the trifecta, yeah, lots of things, and I have more coming, even more coming. Yeah. Bitcoin, I got my prediction with Bitcoin. I actually posted like 5 different things that I talk about. So yeah, of my predictions in my lives. Yes. So yeah, I will be talking more about that. Anyways, so I'm gonna take a break and kind of calm down, and I'll be back. I will be back shortly.